Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, Miss Judith. Good afternoon.
Okay, so let's start. Can you walk me through your background and what made you interested in becoming a virtual assistant?
Yes, of course. I actually started with cleaning jobs since I took associate in hotel and restaurant management. So I focused on the back office side of the business. So that's in particular housekeeping. So some other people may think that cleaning jobs are somehow uh, degrading, but for me, it was a chance for me to hone my skills, especially with interpersonal relationship skills with different people and also communication. So I am not regretting I've worked with those type of jobs. And then just one day I thought probably I can make or I can do a much better job than this. So I tried applying with BPOs to be a call center agent, and I was blessed by the grace of God to be able to have worked in a different industry. So I'm actually in the BPO industry now for 6 or 7 years ongoing, but I tried to venture to the virtual assistant business side since after the pandemic, it has been uh, a new trend to work from home. So I'm trying my luck in this field, being a general virtual assistant.
Okay, that's nice to hear. I love that story. Okay, so what types of tasks do you enjoy doing the most and why?
hmm the task that I enjoy for being a virtual assistant is being organized and the communication part of it. I also enjoy the social media management, like content creation. Before, I have to admit, I'm not really into designing online creatives like that. But I know that my clients would be active in the social media. So I have to also learn those tools so that I can help clients to grow with their online presence in a much more creative way. I know that clients' audiences are also active in social media. So it's going to be a great help for the business for them. And yeah, I find it enjoying.
Yeah, I agree on that. Okay, so how do you organize your daily workload when you have multiple clients or deadlines?
Well, at some point, if you think it at first, it would be like you're gonna cram or you wouldn't know what you need to do. But what I do first, of course, is I think ahead and plan. I need to prioritize the tasks, categorize them in between what is urgent and what is important and what is not so urgent. And good thing nowadays with our age, with AI age, there's a lot of tools that can help me be organized and monitor the tasks that I need to do, and making sure that I meet the deadlines. Tools like Google Suite, Calendly, ClickUp, and Trello, those tools. So I make use of them so that my work as a virtual assistant would be easier for my side as well.
Awesome. That's nice to hear. So can you tell me about the time when you had to solve a problem on your own?
Yeah, I remember one event. There was actually a presentation that we need for a client. So I had my laptop during the presentation. However, it died. It went totally black. I do have it fully charged. I do have a backup battery, but in that instance, the laptop wouldn't really work. So it has just black screen on it. So I paused for a while, thought of something like a solution. How can I proceed with the presentation even though the laptop is not working? So I remember that my mobile device, and I'm actually using a tablet, it's connected to the laptop itself. So that means that every file I have on the laptop, I can have access on it through the tablet. So I was able to push through with the presentation. And with that solution, the client was happy since the presentation was a successful one. I mean, who couldn't be stressed without having any presentation on an actual meeting? So that's gonna be the worst actually that will happen. But good thing resources are there available.
Yeah, and actually, it's nice to hear that you are so resourceful. So you're really ready for this job for being a assistant. So next, so what tools or applications do you use to stay productive and communicate effectively with clients?
Mm. Well, there's a lot of tools I can say, but I have to categorize them in some way. So for staying productive, I use ClickUp because somehow it's an all-in-one tool. It's a project management tool. I can check on my tasks. It also can do time tracking, and there's a lot more you can do with ClickUp. For me to manage clients' deadlines and see what are the tasks that are not yet finished yet, it's gonna be ClickUp number one for me. However, for communications, my favorite is Zoom and Google Meet. In this virtual world that we work on as virtual assistants, sometimes it's still better to see your client face to face. You know, something that would help me realize I'm still human and my boss is human. So sometimes we need to see each other face to face. So my favorite would be Zoom and Gmeet for now.
Okay, thank you. So if a client suddenly changes priorities and or sends urgent tasks, how do you handle that situation?
Right. Well, first, I would stay calm because, you know, sudden changes really sometimes stresses us out. But I tend to take a deep breath first, stay calm. I have to review the task. Every task actually needs to be categorized properly. If it's really urgent, I need to adjust. I need to put that new task on top of the task list. But in the same way, I also have to communicate directly with clients. I would like to confirm if I understood the task correctly. And also, I would like to give them like proper expectation and realistic timeline as to when I can finish the new task. If I need to schedule or change my schedule, I would do so. Open communication is gonna be the key
Yeah.
between the virtual assistant and the client, just for that new task to be done or to be accomplished.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Like communication is really the bridge to do the task and for you to your communicate everything to your client. Yeah. And lastly, what do you think makes your approach to virtual assistants different from others?
Mm, for me, combining reliability and personal touch, that's what I want my client to feel. Um, as I've mentioned, clear communication is top priority for me, and I have to be consistent with communicating with my clients. I also want to make them feel that they can rely with their virtual assistant. And personally, I actually want them to have time for things that really matter, like family time. So clients can also have their quality time with their your family or probably their friends. I want to make sure that deadlines are met and my client would be happy. Um, I actually wanted to for them to feel that even though they're not overseeing uh, the business would still go on because they have me as their virtual assistant. That's how I want to be reliable for them. And as my business tagline goes, I wanted that these clients can say, ah, this is really the Karen I can go to, like I can rely to.
Nice. That's nice to hear. I love everything you said, Karen. Okay, so that's everything actually. Do you have any question to me?
Um, questions, I think I'll have that reserved in the future meetings.
Okay, so thank you. I'll just end it here. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Miss Jelly. Bye bye.
Bye.